Hello guys, we're going to talk about the unwrapping inside of Maya, how to unwrap the face inside of Maya. And we got this base mesh, which I will include you to download it for free if you want to. And by the way, this is the base mesh that I use for my own project. And I did some retopology on that, and it is ready to go for whatever you want to do. So first thing first, I want to go to my UV editor. I select this and I press create and normal based. Now we got something to start with, and now I want to go to UV and press this 3D cut and sew UV tool, and I want to right click and I want to grab the edge. I first want to start with this inner parts of the eye. Maybe in here. Yeah, this is okay. You have to make sure this is complete loop. Okay. Now to test that, I right click and I go to the UV shell. Just select that. I go to my UV editor. I press Ctrl U. As you can see, it is unwrapped. Now I go to the another one to see if it works or not. Go to the UV shell. I grab it. Press Ctrl U. Let me just zoom in. Ctrl. Yeah, it is working too. Now I go to the inner part of the mouse. Just turn on the symmetry to make the work a little easier. I exit this tool and I grab the face. I'm using the shift key as well. Just grab some points by accident. Yeah, now I press shift and right bracket to grow that selection. Press 4 to see what I'm doing. And if you're wondering where grow is placed, it is in here. Select and grow. Grow and shrink is in here. I press 5. Yeah, this is okay. Now I isolate that. Let me turn off this grid. So I just turn it off. And now I go again and grab this. And I want to have complete loop. In order to do that, I just hover over this edge and I go to the edge, double click. And I'm just checking if it is complete loop or not, which it is. Just hold on shift again. I'm just making sure I'm grabbing every edge, and I shift key and click. We need to do that one by one to have complete loop for this region. And we need to come to this point to make complete loop, right? So I right click and I press cut UVs to accept that. it becomes white once this is done. And I want to make sure this is working, so I go to the component and I UV show, just select that part. Let me just do this. I go to the select, I just inverse, go to the UV editor, press Ctrl U, and in order to make sure this is working, I just right click, exit tool, I go to the face, let me grab this part. Yeah, this is okay, this is okay. And if you want to check the density and what is going on, you can press on this. Okay, so far so good. And for the rest of the face, let me just turn on this density tool. Yeah, select the 3D cut again, and I turn on symmetry again. I just click something in there and I select the edge, click, double click to make that cut, double click, double click, double click, double click, double click. Now we need to do this by hand. So I just zoom in and I just hold on shift key, shift click, shift click, shift click. Cut that. Now I want to go back to this point. I want to cut from here or here. Shift click. Right click and cut. Now I want to cut in the middle. Once they become borders, you can easily cut between them easily by double clicking, as you can see. Now I want to make another region border in here for below the chin and jawline. I think this is okay. Double click, yeah, this is fine, and double click in between. Not there. From the back. Yeah. And in order to check the shells, and I just click to see if everything is working properly. Okay, to ease the process, and I just exit this tool, I go to the face and I grab them all, go to the UV editor, and for not having any issues, I just turn this symmetry off, not accidentally grabbing unwanted points. And with all of them selected, I press Ctrl U or just easily go to the modify and unfold from here. Now in order to organize them, I just go to the layout, Control or just Control L. Use the legacy object would be okay. Uniform, yeah, the rest as default is just fine. Press apply and select this. And let me just adjust that properly. I press E and W from here to scale it up or rotate that, and nothing fancy. The most space that we got goes to the neck region and the face. And for the head, because of the hair, and for the inner mouth, because nobody sees that anyway, we stretch those parts and scale them down to make them a little smaller. And this is the head cap, as you can see in here. You just need to take your time and organize that. Oh, properly, too easy. I need to make this bigger. And I just remember that I used only one UDIM for this project. If you want to do very close up, you can do multiple UDIMs, and in that particular time it would be necessary. But if you want to render even from this distance, if you just make decent UVs, that would be enough. But if you want to do crazy close-ups, make up to 5-6 UDIMs. Those are the ears. This is the neck. This is the inner part of the eye. Definitely we need to rotate them. Just make this a little bigger. I can put this in here because this is the head cap, head skin. Doesn't really matter. Otherwise the person that you want to render is bald or something. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, I just turn this on to see what's happening in there. And the red areas shows stretching, but if you're using 8K maps, it really doesn't matter at all. And this is the inner part of the person, and this guy in here, this lady, I have to say. Yeah. It really doesn't matter. The rest is okay. You can grab this and then go to the modify and unfold again. Go to the and select the optimize. Just optimize that a little, becomes a little better. For these parts, you can adjust them, by hand. Go and grab the face. Let's just do this. You can turn on soft selection, do some adjustments here and there. Yeah. Nothing to worry. And again, this part is totally fine because it's in the mouse. Let me show you. Yeah, even you don't see that because it's inner part, so it really doesn't matter. But in order to ease the process of the texturing in the Mari and stuff, you can tweak that properly. And let me just reselect that. And you can come in here and use the optimize brush tool. Just brush it a little and make that a little more smooth. Just come back and do that manually by hand. Yeah, just take your time and do this. You can go to the soft selection and just give it very low numbers like 0.1. Just play around with this to have very soft transitions. So. Yeah, I just adjust that properly. Okay. Just grab this part. This is fine. This is fine. Let me just put that aside, or just go ahead and do the UDims for yourself. But this is fine. I just save it like so. I need to make those inner parts of the eyes really bigger. And press Ctrl U to unwrap again. Yeah, optimize that. Okay, now we can go to make some UDims. We can have two meshes, one with UDIM and the other one with two. Okay, we finished the unwrapping. I already made two versions available to you if you want to use two UDims. It is available to download for free, and this one is with one UDim, and with this you get more resolution. Let me turn this off using Control H to hide it. I just grab it and I turn this on to see the texture. As you can see, it is more dense in here on the head, and you want to increase that, but that is enough. And let me show you how to do UDims inside of Maya. So I turn this off, Control H, and I Shift H to turn this on. As you can see, this is one UDim, and because of that you have less resolution in here. So I just turn this off. If you want to do two UDims, just go ahead and grab the face, right click face, grab this, and I just grab the neck. I grab the neck. It is turned on by orange color, as you can see in there. It's just scale it up a little bit. I wanna move the head. Just double click to hold to grab the hole. Okay. And this one as well. And always keep that in mind, you don't have to have intersections on the borders. It is too important. It causes issues in Substance Painter or Mari or whatever UDIM supportive software that you use. So never ever keep it on the edges, on the borders, or prevent this as well. You don't have to have intersections on the meshes as well, so just keep it that way. To prevent that, you can zoom in, you can maximize this to see what you're doing. Can put the ears in here. Can I scale it up? Okay. We got more space in here. Just a little scale that up. And I'm just being careful not to make intersections on the borders in here. Yeah, that is fine. Can turn this on and off, or this on and off to see the borders and cages. Yeah, this is fine, even though we can work on it much more. I think this is okay for now. I'm just zooming in to make sure not to have any kind of intersection going on in there. Yeah, this is fine as well. Just turn this on to see that updated on our canvas. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, this is finished. Okay guys, thanks again for watching this. You got these two meshes with two UDims. This is one mesh, of course, with two UDims if you want to use for different projects. Okay, thank you, and do not forget to subscribe, and see ya.